morning, Year 6, and welcome to Thursday's maths video. So, yesterday's problems. So we had 200 children going on holiday, 10% went to Wales, 25% went to Scotland. How many more went to Scotland and Wales? So you needed to find 10%, so that you knew the children that went to Wales, which were 20 children. Then you needed to find 25% to find the Scotland, and that is 50. So 50 children went to Scotland, 20 children went to Wales, so 30 more children went to Scotland and Wales. Well done if you got that right. So Emily and her baking. So Emily made 250 grams of snack mixture. 15% of that was raisin and 25% of it was banana chips. So if you put those two together, you end up with 40%. So you know that 40% of her mixture is from raisins and banana chips. So if you work out 40% of 250, you can do that by finding 10%, which is 25, and timesing it by 4 to get 100. You know that 100 grams of mixture is from raisins and banana chips. If you then have the original amount, take away your 100, you are left with 150 grams, which is peanuts. The other way of doing it is if you know that 15% from the raisins and 25% from banana chips makes 40%. The clue in the text that the rest is raisins tells us that 60%, sorry, the rest is peanuts, tells us that 60% is peanut. So then we can work out 60% of 250 by finding 10%, which gives us 25, and 50%, which gives us 125. So that tells us that 60% is 150. We've got the same answer because it's the same, it's just two different ways of working it out. So well done if you got either of those answers. Today's Fluent in 5. Now, you'll notice something's different here. I want you to have a go and then we'll go through it afterwards. Pause the video, good luck. Right, so the answers. Now, hopefully you remembered that times is the same as finding the amount of. So 95% of 420 is 399. Now the way to do that one would be to find 5%, find 10% and half it of 420 and then take that away to give yourself 95%. 99% times 400, also known as 99% of 400. Hopefully you worked out 1%, which is 4, and took that away to find 99%, which was 396. This one, 46% times 530, or the same as 46% of 530. Now for this one, you could have found 10%, multiplied it by 4 to get 40%, then found 5%, 1%, put them together to get 6. So 46% of 530 is 243.8. Number 4, 38% times 560. Again, that's the same as doing 38% of 560. With this one, you could have found 40% and taken away 2%, or you could have done 10% times by 3, find 5%, add on your 1%, whichever way you did it. If you got 212.8 as the answer, very well done. Lastly, 86% of 420, or 86% times 420. For this one, you could have found 90% and taken away 4% to give you 86%, or you could have found 50% and 10% and added those together until you got 80, found 5% and 1%, added those together to get 6%. Whichever way you did it, if you got the answer, 361.2, very well done. So, today's problems. Number 1, write in the missing number. So, the original price for the trainers was £60. It's been reduced by a mystery amount, and they now cost only £45. Can you work out how much they have been reduced by? Number 2, 20% of Megan's number is 64. What is 50% of Megan's number? So think very carefully about how you need to work that one out. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow for the answers.